Hi there, welcome to my thrift haul. Strange view today. I hope you can hear me. I don't have my mic on yet. I did a thrift haul, as I think I said I did, but I wanted to show you. I've been wanting a little shelf to put my wooden stamps on. I don't have that many. I did a serious purge of my wooden stamps a couple of months ago, and these are the ones I kept. These are the ones that if I stamp, these are the ones I always go to. So, and most of them have been purchased secondhand. A few I bought new. I bought this one brand new. The postcard stamp is new. The outhouse is new. And those two are new. But all these others, I just keep my eye out and I find them. But I've been wanting just a small shelf, so it's not very deep. It's just that deep, so that I can actually see them at a glance. I've had them in a tiny, one of those 3-drawer Tupperware things, and I couldn't see them. So I'd end up sometimes opening all 3 drawers in order to find the stamp I wanted. And now I can see them. Now this isn't my clear stamps. Those, where are they? I don't have very many of those. Hold on, sorry. So I have them just in this flat container. I keep them in the drawer where I keep my ink pads. So, sorry if this is jiggling. I'm just freehanding it until I move my camera over to the stand. And then we'll do the rest of the thrift haul. So, I will see you in a second. Okay, we're over here now. So, hubby had the day off. And, so he said, why don't you get out of here? I'll watch the baby, also known as the puppy, also known as Kirby. And he said, go hit the road, do some thrifting. So I headed out to some of my out-of-town thrift stores that I haven't been to in ages. And I got a few things, so I'm happy. Now, the first bunch I'm going to show you are things I actually got yesterday from my in-town thrift store. So, and yesterday was double stamp day on your discount card. So I actually used a discount card because I had a full one, and then I got double stamps still. If you spend more than $5, you get double stamps. So, found some seam binding in a really nice, it kind of looks like a burgundy color, which of course, that's my fave. Let me see. Yep, it's a nice burgundy seam binding. Oh, that's just falling apart. That's so old. That's 29 cents. Oh my. All right. So we got that. I got this funny little book. It is called A Literary Herbal. So it's not old. This is one of the ones that I will use to cut up for the illustrations. So it's got some very pretty illustrations. Some are black and white, some are color. And they're nice size, not too big. I like that. It kind of looks like a headstone. Ooh, that's kind of cool. So, just nice, interesting looking illustrations. A little quirky. You know what I mean? I like quirky. You know that. So, found that. Found a couple of books. Now, a few books here. Oh, hold on. This one as well. Now, I made a deal with myself yesterday. I made a deal with myself that I was going to give myself permission to buy these books if I promised not to buy any more books for the rest of the summer. And yeah, I broke it today. So I didn't even last 24 hours. Maybe I'm going to try again, though. How's that? I'm going to try again. So I found this little book. And this is, again, this is another cutter. I call it a cutter. And I liked it because it has prints of Leonardo da Vinci's. There's Mona Lisa, but they're in a nice size. They're the nice size to be able to put maybe a plate on the front cover. Rather than, I have some books with, of course, I have a whole book on Leonardo da Vinci, but it's huge. The plates are huge. Look, I love that. Look at her looking demurely. So I wonder if it's got the lady with the ermine, or a ferret, or what, you know the one. Anyhow, so I grabbed this because it was very inexpensive, and I can't remember now. Oh well. I got these two because I love a good black book. Wuthering Heights and Agnes Grey. You don't see many books from the other sister, Anne Bronte. So she's in there too. So the half of it is Wuthering Heights and half of it is Agnes Grey. I've never read it, so I may read that before I got it. They're not that old, 1933, so they're in their 90s. Yeah, nice condition, a nice plain black cover. It's got Pegasus on the cover. So I think, wouldn't a book plate look nice right here, and Pegasus right there? And the spine is just beautiful. It's got a little bit of embossing, a little gold. I couldn't resist them. Hence the reason why I made a deal with myself. And then, of course, today I broke the deal with myself. So I visited 3 stores today. I didn't do fabulous, but I got a few things. So I got some books. This one is a French book, but it's a nice size. The papers are creamy. Betty Hall, room 4. I'm not sure. I don't see a year. I like the end papers here. Whenever it was published, it was 35 cents. Modern series. I'll see if I can find. It's paperback, so I suspect it's not too old. But those are fun to throw into books. There was almost all of the Beatrix Potter books there at this store. They wanted 75 cents each. So you must agree with me that I showed great restraint, and I only got 3. Now, I got The Tale of Mr. Todd, and I know I sent you one already, Camille, but if you needed another one, because I'm not sure whether it was your daughter who needed it or whether you and your daughter needed A Tale of Mr. Todd, let me know, because I would be happy to send this one to you as well. Apparently he's a difficult one to find. So I found A Tale of Mr. Todd. I always love the illustrations from Miss Moppet because it's just full of pictures of playful kittens. So look, almost every single illustration is just a playful little kitten. Love this one to take apart and tea dye and put into books. And then, I was looking for, I knew I got another one. I found out, remember when I went crazy in the Near to Nature's Heart book, because I used my beloved picture of little Timmy Willie, the little field mouse who ate too many peas and fell asleep. This is the book that Timmy Willie is in. I had to look it up because I knew if I ever saw the book that Timmy Willie is in, I wanted to buy it. And there he is. Oh wait. Oh yes. Johnny Town Mouse was born in a cupboard. Timmy Willie was born in a garden. Oh yeah, that is. There's Timmy Willie. There he is. That's the picture that I love, where he falls asleep. Ah! Anyhow, so I've got all these pictures of course, these adorable little mice. So I had to have The Tale of Johnny Town Mouse. And then The Tailor of Gloucester. I think it's the only Christmas-themed book that Beatrix Potter did. And I've done a small Christmas journal of The Tailor of Gloucester. Did I do it last year or the year before? I can't remember. Anyhow, I thought, you know what? I don't mind putting that aside in case I feel like just doing a little tiny Christmas journal out of it at some point. So those are some of the books that I broke my own rule with, and there's still a few more. Actually, no. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's 3 more. Oh, dear. I was bad. So I found I Can't Resist a Good Shorthand book. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I just love these. They're so nice for backgrounds for collaging on. This one is, what year is this? Betty Hall again. Oh boy. Betty Hall's family must have been going through her things. 1937. Anyhow, I love a shorthand book. I can't resist a shorthand book. This one, this was the first one that I gave myself permission to get and break my own rule, because I figured it didn't really count, because in a way I was buying it for the paper rather than to make a journal out of, although wouldn't it make a cool journal like Mrs. Cratchit's ledger book that I did last Christmas. It's actually completely intact. The pages are nice and yellow, and they're numbered. Oh, no, there are some that are missing. I looked at the beginning and I saw page 1, and then I saw that it was fine till the end, and I thought, oh, it must be okay. But no, it's not. That's fine with me. There's still plenty of numbered pages in here. Look at that. Isn't that great? Love it. Love it. Love this. I'm happy. You know what? No regrets breaking my rule, especially with this last book. No regrets with this book. How can I, as a retired hairstylist, not get the standard textbook of cosmetology, the Milady standard textbook? It's just magnificent. I think it's 1966. I didn't go through in 66. I was 6 years old in 66. The illustrations, let's see, 65. Nice. No, I thought I saw somewhere 1966. Maybe not. The illustrations are just beautiful. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I loved the section on hygiene and posture, and I actually had to take those. We had to learn about proper good grooming in the salon, the importance of deodorant, and you know what? Yeah, you're going to have your armpits near people's faces while you're working on them. Isn't that nice? Oh, and I loved the illustrations for the pin curls. Pin curls, I finally gave myself permission when I was in hair school. I gave myself permission to fail finger waves. I hated finger waves so much. I couldn't believe we still had to do finger waves as part of our license. Look at that. A wiglet. Oh my goodness. And how to wash your wiglet. Love these. Oh. I might have to keep this book for a while and just pat it. It's so beautiful. Yeah, I must say, pin curls, I wasn't so bad on pin curls. Pin curls. Look at that. But finger waves, oh my goodness. There it is, finger waves. Hated finger waves. Okay, that's bringing back bad memories. But this, oh, it's lovely. Very happy with this. Now, what else did I get? The one store that I went to had red tags for 50% off, yellow tags for 75% off. I just grabbed this little bundle of fabric. I'm quite all right for fabric, but I liked this one because it's like upholstery fabric. It's very thick and tough, and it's quite neutral. And I just thought that looks like something I wouldn't mind just keeping on hand just in case. So I grabbed it. It was $1.50, but 75% off. So I figured that also made it worthwhile to just put aside for now, and you just never know. Even if it was to make like a little bag to put a, sometimes I make a bag to put a journal in, and that might be fun to make a bag out of. I got some cards and postcards, not too many at the one store. There were some postcards out of somebody. It's artwork here. Michelangelo, the prophet Jeremiah. And this one is Roma, the Pantheon, the interior of the Pantheon. Interesting. And then there was one more. Lucy Maud Montgomery's birthplace. Isn't that cute? So I don't see any date on that, but it was published in Boston, Massachusetts, but it's for Prince Edward Island. I'm going to put this one specifically in. I found a really nice condition vintage edition of Anne of Green Gables, and what I want to do with it is I actually want to leave the text block completely intact, but I want to recover it with a really pretty cover. Anne of Green Gables tends to be one of those books, if you're like me, and a lot of people are, they like to read it even like once a year. It's usually on my summer reading list, Anne of Green Gables and The Story Girl. I love The Story Girl even more than Anne of Green Gables. And The Story Girl, the book is way better than that TV series that they had for a while. So anyhow, I just thought that might be fun to tuck into when I recover the copy of Anne of Green Gables that I have. I think it's like the 4th edition, so it's not a expensive one. I just thought this was pretty. It had some embossing and some roses on it. And, oh, it's Get Well Soon. So I grabbed that. These were, she let me have all these for $1. I thought that was pretty too. Even to fussy cut just that center part, I thought, because it's not that old, but I thought it was pretty. Oh, another Get Well Soon. Yeah, I probably will use the covers, use these covers, not necessarily the whole card. I found just a thing of stickers, but I actually like them, so I thought, okay, I'll get those. I liked the tulips, and not sure what these are for, but I like the tulips and the little fruit and the little butterflies. Big stickers, Nature's Garden. Anyhow, 50% off Red Label, so that's fine. I got something, and I know I shouldn't do it, because I bought something thinking, that looks like something I'd like to use. And I don't know what I'm going to use it for yet, but I rather like it. It's just a vertical file, but it has all the letters of the alphabet on it. See what I mean? And it's just really nicely worn out, and I like it. So I don't know what I'll use for it. Plus, it was 25 cents. So that's why, again, I felt like I could take a chance for 25 cents and see if there's something, you know, that comes to me in a eureka, I'll use this moment. So I got that. And what else? Not much else. Almost done. I got this tin. I like rectangular tins that have a hinged lid. I find they're easier to store on shelves, and I find that I don't lose the lids or misplace them as quickly. And I just put some things in it. So I actually don't usually get silk flowers too often, but I liked how tiny these were. So I got those. I have a basket of silk leaves and things, sometimes if I do a forest lore book and that. And I just thought, you never know, I might put a little sprig of that onto a ribbon to close a book one day, or I don't know. And then I went through my the bins that they have. This particular store has like laundry basket. I call them bins, but it's actually laundry baskets. Just full of odds and ends of metal. And I have to, I've mentioned before, I usually find like a screwdriver or something, because it's very easy to cut yourself because they just dump stuff in there. And the small ones that I'm interested in, of course, sink to the very bottom of the basket. And then there's big things like light fixtures on the top of the basket. I took a picture of it finally so that you can imagine, you don't have to imagine what I'm talking about with these baskets. So I'm going to post the photo over on my Instagram channel and you can see what it is I'm talking about. But anyhow, you know me and interesting pieces of metal to put on the covers of books. I liked these ones and they're nice and grimy, so that's cool. I liked him. I actually usually will say to myself here and there, oh, I wish I had a hook just to put here to hang this on. And so little owl, little brass hook owl, so that next time I think, oh, I could use a hook, I'll have a hook. I have a few of them already over on my wall over there. And then, of course, a number 2. You never know. Put it on a book cover at some point. So I got those. So that was my awesome haul that showed great restraint, I think, even with all my book purchases and breaking my own rule right away. What the heck? You know what? With this puppy, who knows the next time I'm going to be able to go out to those stores. So I'm making myself feel better that, that there are worse things I could have spent my money on, right? I could have been buying a pack of cigarettes or something. So there we go. Now listen, I've done more research into doing a exchange of Rolodex art cards. And I think I found the right program that will switch up the names. Here's what I've envisioned, because I know there are clubs of artist trading cards and altered playing cards, and there are Rolodex art card clubs. So I was thinking this one, for however long it lasts, might fly for 1 month, who knows, could be like the junk journaler altered playing cards for people who found ourselves through this. So junk journaling seems to be the common denominator. For me, I don't want to commit to making more than 1 card and mailing it out per month. That I know I could manage. If I did more than that, I would fail by the 2nd month. So, because I know there are some like artist trading cards, they'll make up 20 cards and then ship them all out and everyone agrees to it, and then within a certain amount of time you have 20 cards coming in. That's not what I'm interested in doing. So I'm hoping that you're on board with me, that this little program that I found, my son recommended that I talk to my daughter who handles my children. There's so many of them. They do a gift exchange every Christmas. They pick one person of their brothers and sisters and they exchange, and their spouses now. Rather than buying 14 presents, they just buy the one, and it changes every year. And there actually is a program online that will do this for you. But I would need your email address. So I'm going to explain better in a video just for the Rolodex playing cards, or art cards, pardon me. So, so if you're thinking you want to join in, and you can do it for 1 month and then opt out, or I think you could, I don't see why you couldn't hop in 1 month, hop out the next month, and then hop back in the month after, if we're just doing 1 card per month. So what you're going to need to do is get yourself a little pack of Rolodex cards. You can still get them at business supply stores. So, or you can also get them on Amazon. You can just get a little pack of them. You'll never go through all of them, I don't think, unless this went on for years and years, and I doubt that. Or just keep an eye out at your thrift stores. Or some have, I know there is a die, and you can run it through your what are they called? Crickets? Sizzix? I don't have one. Whatever it is that they're called. There's, you can cut these out using a metal die. So, hunt some down, and then I'm hoping maybe we'll be able to get started maybe in June. And so it does mean that you're going to need to send me your email address, and then the app will marry up people who are going to exchange addresses, and maybe we can all start posting online. We'll have to come up with a hashtag and that. Okay, I'm going on too much about this, and I want to devote an entire video to it. So, oh, what am I thinking? Forget it. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the little things that I got. Oh, let's take a look at Timmy Willie before we go. Oh, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope nobody minds that I broke my own promise to myself and bought more books. There's little Timmy Willie. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.